The Funny Fingers. The Funny Fingers were an unusual family, but a very happy one. They loved to have fun. Mom and Dad had fun decorating the house. Haha. How about a blue and yellow floor? Mom asked. Yippee, Dad replied. Blue like the sky and yellow like bananas. Grandpa and Grandma had fun roller skating along the hallway. Whee, said Grandma, waving a stick. Grandma laughed. Whoop, whoop. Finn and Flo had fun dressing up. Let's sail away on a sea of bubbles, Flo said. Off we go with a yo-ho-ho, said Finn. Tee-hee, don't forget about me, Baby Sid chuckled. He was having fun being a fearsome shark. Laughter could always be heard ringing out from the Funny Fingers house. Ha ha, wahee, wee, tee-hee, yo-ho-ho, whoop whoop, yippee. Next door lived two terrible toes. Those Funny Fingers are having fun again, Mrs. Toe grumbled. I don't like fun, Mr. Toe complained. Let's make them stop. The terrible toes crept to the Funny Fingers house, each with a handful of toe cheese. Ready? Mr. Toe whispered. The toes took aim. Splat, splat. The toes threw in the cheese, but the Funny Fingers, seeing one another splattered, just laughed even more. Bother, Mrs. Toe said crossly. Hee hee hee, ha ha ha. I've got another idea, Mr. Toe said. He climbed up to the roof and poked a hose pipe down the chimney. Mrs. Toe turned the water on. The Funny Fingers house began filling up with water, but they even found that fun too. I'm swimming like a mermaid, said Flo. Anyone for scuba diving? Dad bubbled. The terrible toes grumped home and peered into a hut in the garden where Errol, their pet foot monster, lived. Errol, wake up, you filthy beast. We need you to pay those Funny Fingers a visit. Errol the foot monster hopped to the Funny Fingers house and barged in. Grrr, he growled. Ah, shrieks the Funny Fingers. Uh-oh, let's get out of here. Run. But even escaping from a foot monster was fun for the Funny Fingers. They sped off in their car with Errol in pursuit. Full speed ahead, cried Mum. They reached the lake and leapt into a boat. Row, row, row with the yo-ho-ho, Finn cheered as they paddled across the water. They boarded a train, then a roller coaster, but still, Errol kept chasing them. Escaping is so much fun, Grandma beamed, as the Funny Fingers floated away in a hot air balloon, away just out of reach of the foot monster, or so they thought. He's still after us, Dad called. The Funny Fingers held on tightly as the wind blew them back towards their house. Look, I can see the terrible toes in their garden, said Flo. Grandma had an idea. Let's drop in to say hello. Parachutes on, everyone. He poked the balloon with his walking stick. Pop! The balloon burst. The Funny Fingers opened their parachutes and floated down gently. Errol didn't have a parachute. He tumbled and whirled until he landed with a bump on top of the terrible toes. Errol, get off, you oaf, Mr. Toad grumped. But just as Errol was about to move, the funny fingers had landed and started tickling him to make him laugh. Soon everyone was giggling and having fun. Well, almost everyone. Ha 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 ha. Stop, the toes demanded. Please stop having fun. But the funny fingers never did, because fingers just love to have fun. Ha ha hee hee ha ha. Yo ho ho. Wahee yum. Yippee tee hee. The end. Thank you for listening to the story.